Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Formula 1 24 and today, Dr. Nadine Long Wait, Monaco Long Point. Here we are, the Monaco Long Point is now underway with Lewis Hamilton on the pole position, had a really good start. Charles Leclerc, second place, fantastic start as well, with George Russell third, Gasly fourth, multiple times during new turn one side by side, including me and the Piastri joined side by side and lit up to horrific, rather up to the poorly down lane, and I managed to get of the Piastri, tried to get my way to an inside of Matt Verstappen, made a small contact, hopefully not be bad happen on that one. We can see Matt Verstappen doing that and it got the fun wind damage that is unfortunate for Matt Verstappen, especially in the lane. We are driving on a wet tyre. You should almost feel that there is be calamity going to happen, but for we've got multiple tyres going through with no problem whatsoever, and still some of them are side by side, like the Audi, Lando Norris, within the penalty, but Hamilton is gliding low, haunted to that P what you're having a really good start so far, which is obviously a good thing for Hamilton, especially in the championship. He is driving like he wants to win his 8th world title. Charles Leclerc is not going to give up that easy. He's going to try to chase down Hamilton and take it win at Monaco Grand Prix. Oh no! Oh no! Contact! Oh no! I have had an incident. I just had an incident. We're shutting replay right now, as you can see. Made the contact with the barrier, blew off the core, smash into the wall. I am out of the Monaco Grand Prix in lap 1. As you can see, we went straight over to Canada Grand Prix. That displaying why we didn't really do a whole lot of Monaco Grand Prix, but of course, the balloting out the field had went to McLaren, and I'm now on top of the leader board of the performance, which is obviously really solid. And I also want to inform you, we have done something different to this, but I'm just explaining that as the bottom 5 is Endo, UT, Ocon, and Bassi are out in 2-1. So yeah, what has changed is the ABS anti-lock brake system has been turned off, which means I am more likely to lock up. And I've just started to implement that in now to make some challenge and everything like that to make it realistic. So I took the opportunity to do it, and of course I want to more practice on it before we go over the F125. But right now we are not doing too bad, especially with my first section with ABS up. We are not looking too shabby, so that's obviously a positive, which I'm happy about. But we're doing the section 1 of the 2-2. We are doing pretty solid over the course of practice section. We actually done quite positive in that one. Bottom 5 is Magnussen, Behrman, Shire, Powder, Hulkenberg are out. George Russell is cleaning, looking really quick. He looks really quick, but of course we know the championship is really are starting rapidly on because of course with my DNF in Monaco, my championship is started falling down. So this talent at one point I like to be able to send a message back tower and try to do something, but unfortunately my third run into the went quite badly. Doing this section run, trying to recover that first run, that trouble. So we are coming to top the line now. We're gonna take P7 unfortunately with George on a pole position. Lando Stetson, Charles Leclerc, third place. It's going to be exciting Canadian long point.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to the variant of this track back in 1978, and it was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. If you want flat-out racing, you've come to the right place this weekend, as it's full throttle for 59% of this 2.7-mile circuit, peaking at around 210 miles per hour going into the final chicane. But that speed requires discipline, and there are more than a few close walls here just waiting to punish drivers with a heavy right foot. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Daniel, Verstappen, Gasly, Joe, Hulkenberg, Perez, Sainz, Behrman, Magnussen, Iwasa, Ocon, Sonoda, Fittipaldi, and Frederick Vesti. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Well, the race is certainly not won in the first lap, let alone turn one. However, what you can do is prepare yourself ahead of time. Visualize what could potentially happen, different scenarios and where you could place your car. And that will better prepare you to make the right decision with instinctive timing.
We're now getting ready to that time to tell us at Ramping. I've talked with the qualifier, having won. I'm positive about it because obviously we know that we got the pace to do something, but we just, got beaten by all the cars ahead of us, which obviously stuck so much. And of course, those cars ahead of us are pretty much in the fight for the championship. Even Slow is in the fight as well. He is in the fight. So we want to try and cut down some gap and get close to Lewis Hamilton as he is leading the championship. So we want to try and close up to him. And of course, over this season, we have made 2 mistakes where we had scored no point, which obviously start so much. We try not to repeat it as we are now getting ready to line up and try to get fantastic start with Jordan Russell at the pole position. Can he hold on to it at these 5 red light now, and it's getting ready to go underway with talented long playing Jordan Russell. Fantastic start, got himself in the lead and staying in the lead for good in turn 1 with 3 wide of Aston Martin, McLaren and me are battling with each other. I'm now done with the P5 with Piastri, locked out the P6, Land Slow, locked out the P7, Gasly and Verstappen are battling with each other. Don't want to do on the inside and now beaten Hulkenberg, who had to back out. It was a very dangerous territory for him to try to get through. He made the right decision to back out. But so get me on the hat on look really strong. They were twice solid last episode and of course and Molotov Ramping, which obviously we did not manage to finish in a Ramping, which stuck so much. We like to try and recover that. But talented Ramping, we obviously are aiming for the win, but can we get it? That's the goal we are trying to achieve today. At more cars don't do into the hairpin. We need to know are the last man right in the back of the P20 starting star for Newton to know with his teammate Ola Bam, who's up in P14. Behrman might be able to put in a good performance here. We don't know as we are entering the lap 2 now with Jordan Russell still in the lead. He's looking strong, he looks very confident with Lando Norris, who's following behind him. We've got Leclerc fighting Hamilton, just like Molotov Ramping, and of course everything has been positive for Hamilton so far this season, which obviously stuck so much because I want to be able to beat Hamilton. We were close together in the first part of the season, which basically the first race and the second race. Now we started falling back, but it's a mistake I've been making, which is not something I want to be doing right now. I've been little on board with Matt Verstappen within P9. He obviously has been sludging at the last couple of years, well, last season, really, this season, he's still sludging, but he started to get that confidence with the car and maybe scored at some point. But Matt, it's not the match we know, which is, of course, it's a shame for him, but he might be able to make up for it in this talented Ramping with me are chasing down Charles Leclerc, but we jumped over to lap 4. We still have not made the progress to try to catch Charles Leclerc. I think the car is not feeling really sharp compared to Jordan Russell. Maybe there's a component that might be a little bit more now. We'd like to find out after the talented Ramping so I can figure out what is the problem and what can I do to fix it. But Charles Leclerc is having a really good racing so far. He clearly wants to try, catch up to Hamilton. We've got Kevin Magnussen trying to make a move. He's on the inside on a Behrman. He backed out from it. Kevin Magnussen back down Alabama managed to stay ahead, but there's another chance going into lap 5. Kevin Magnussen going on the outside into the inside line. He's going to get himself ahead of Alabama. Will he be able to pull it off? Alabama clearly can't do anything about it again to Kevin Magnussen, and looks like Alabama has locked the play, and Kevin has gone up to P40 now to chase down Carlos Sainz, who's obviously getting a bit held up by Hulkenberg down, which is not really good. Obviously, they are fighting for that P10, and Carlos Sainz, who had a pretty good start to the season, is now tumbling down the order, and it's very inconsistent with the Alpine, which is so weird to see. Armbacter has fought and fought Alabama, Armbacter John Liu ahead of Alabama, what to move, what that, but Alabama is not going to give up. He tried to get the inside, but he seemed to stick to it with Esteban Ocon, who now does it, but the next one who's trying to overtake Alabama as they are now side by side with each other. Behrman has locked the play, but they are still holding on. Ocon is now losing play, with Behrman is still trying to do everything to stay close and stay ahead, but he can't do it at all. Behrman has locked two play in one straight line basically with both Williams, which is unfortunate for Behrman. He is slotting right now. He has to do qualifying for sure, but the car is in that twitching up, which stopped for Alabama. We can see from Newton to Nona, who you can see in the bottom of the standing. Behrman is now P20 with Newton to Nona, P19. Behrman is slottering. Behrman is slottering. We got the fight here in the straight line with the other Piastri and Lando. So much wobble going on right here. It's now thought it's a bit too much or not. There's a bit of a wobble going on with the steering wheel that could be very concerning, but looks like nothing is happening at the end of the lap 8 with slow ahead of the Piastri now at I stay P5 and I'm losing time to Charles Leclerc about 2 seconds leading with start in lap 9. Been locked 3.4 seconds. That's not good. The pace isn't there anymore. The pace is gone. The pace is gone. Our objective step, we need to overtake Charles Leclerc before lap 11. That's clearly not going to happen right now. With George Stroll, who's now getting ready to make a move on me, but we try to stay out of this slipstream, and we still stay ahead of Lance Stroll. With George Russell is still leading in lap 10 with Lance. Another starting plate, not doing too bad. Got the fight. Hamilton is spun. Lewis Hamilton is spun. Lewis has spun out into turn 2. Blocked off Charles Leclerc, and I had to don't lead them. And we stay, done up P3, so we made up 2 plays from that mistake from Hamilton. That is so unfortunate. That is definitely not the Hamilton we know. He always done well at Canada, but now he made a mistake. That is bad luck for Lewis Hamilton and on red flag. I thought he would have been red flag. I mean, look at that. See how many cars that been held up too much. And it's clear that it's on red flag situation. They clearly can't get out that easily. So that's bad for, Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. We're checking replay out of what happened in the incident. Hamilton had a little oversteer and it's just whipped out of the road, which is obviously unfortunate. Me had made small contact with Charles Leclerc, which is obviously, I got lucky though, no thundering damage. I couldn't brake hard, I was locked up Matt Fitness doing back of him, but at the restart it now underway with George Russell on the pole. It locked the place already to Lando Norris, who had the fantastic start. I am now fighting with George Russell, giving him an elbow, trying to get up the P2. Fantastic start for me. I'm happy about that. We got another flag, and that's because Alabama is now out of a Talata long point. That display one. Behrman fell down the order so quickly, but he had the issue with the component. That is unfortunate for Behrman. It really bad day, really bad return for sure. But Alabama, with me staying in P2, thank for the red flag situation that helped me to stay close. Get the opportunity for the 45, but it's so clear that George Russell is so much more quicker than me. So I need to try to pull away from George and so close to Lando Norris, which might not happen because Lando has pulled away 1 second already. We are losing time now, which is bad news, I'm looking on board with Hamilton, who's down P14, with Charles Leclerc, P13, that it's a really unlucky situation them both has been put in with stuff for them. We still don't know if that's going on. That's still on Alabama to let everybody know that Bam hasn't left quite yet, and I believe it's done. No, he's still there. Bam's still there. He needs to leave now since I don't want simply target tomorrow, but I don't believe there will be anything coming out. We should be fine in that situation with Loudon. He's on fire right now. Lap 13. Loudon poor 2.4 section. Russell has gone through and overtaken me, which is not good. We're going to try and stay close to him. Basically, I didn't really put too much defending because I want him to go ahead, so I stay close and take the advantage of the Diallo and use that to help me to push more as we fast forward into the next Diallo zone. We are trying to gain and gain and gain. And Jordan was to pull into the right, dummy move on the left, blatantly, and Jordan Leo overtaken Jordan Russell. That was an exceptional overtake. We made Jordan Russell lose so much time, but we cut off his opportunity for defending, but that was his own fault for falling my move and shifted over to the right when I was actually going on the left. His outside corner is so much more better on that type of War of a Champion area, so that's obviously really good what we've done, and now I can try to pull away, but clearly it's not working out. Jordan Russell is now daying and daying and daying on me, but we pulled away from Lance. No, Russell tried to pull the same move, pull the dummy on the left, on the right, but can't overtake me because I'm on the outside. I can cut off Jordan Russell very easily. We got the fight with Piastri, who had overtaken Pierre Jacqueline. So Piastri now ahead, and they can try to take down and maybe join in the fight, but that's second play as we continue doing a really good job going into lap 21 into lap 22. Russell is still be there at the on the outside line. We have to try to push them to elbow on Jordan Russell as we've just done that. 40 man went through and keeping Jordan at bay. I'm already accepting finishing P2 is good enough for me, and I'm fine with that. And I don't know that it's clearly so much more faster than me, which is something I'm not happy about. We've got Charles Leclerc. It is Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc has now pulled to the right, and basically DNF from the talent at long point. He went from being a good player to have potential chance for a win. Locked out, but a mistake from Hamilton, and now he's out of a talent at long point. That is so unfortunate from Charles Leclerc. We're looking on board with me and Jordan Russell side by side now, going down the hairpin. Me trying to push Jordan Russell out of the way, made the contact. Both of us made it into the wall. We both got a fun win, damn it. What is happening right there? Me and Jordan Russell came together. Oh no, that is not good. That is not a good thing to see, and it's a red flag. That is that turn red flag out for this talent at long point, because me and Jordan Russell were not giving up that easily and made the contact and smacked into the wall. But we're checking out the replay on the POV of Jordan Russell had made small contact with me and went down the hairpin. He caught with my back tyre and we jumped, went into the wall. I took the steer out of the way. It wasn't working. I can't even steer it. And another POV of my view. Same thing. I can't steer out of the way. That shot, that was the starting situation. It was very... You can tell there's a beef going up and up now between me and Jordan Russell. Has 5 red right now. Let's go underway on the restart with Loud on a pole position still with Loud. No, you had the fantastic start. Slow, he's leading. He's home at long point with me. Had the fantastic start, overtaken both McLaren. And I obviously overturned the Piastri, shifting inside, overtaking Lando. Fantastic move, fantastic start for sure. But Lando, it's the man we're looking at right now. He's leading. He's home at long point, the talent at long point. We've not seen that at all. This is exciting time for Lando and for his dad, Lando, and obviously for all the Canadian fans who supported Lando. This it could be the opportunity for Slow to win. This is crazy, but that's what you get. In Formula 1, Lando is leading with me in second place off a fantastic start. McLaren are 3 on 4 with Max Verstappen. Basically, he's position so far at that he's not been there for ages. So good to see Matt being in that area. He might get the chance for the podium, we're gonna find out, but we now are starting to level up the fight against Lance Law, and I'm not giving up that easy. We had made a mistake in that tournament, World of the Champion, though we did make some more contact, I believe, to the wall, which is not good. We actually need to try to be careful with that. We got John Russell, who's fighting with Pierre Gaffney, getting himself up to Peter, and Russell is trying to recover of what happened. I know he was pissed at the start when we both made contact, which was not good, and we got both Audi or P6, P7 doing not too bad so far. The hat is P8, P9 again not bad. We can for those 4 drivers that having a fantastic time so far with me, trying to take that as fast as I can, because I can't give up that easily. We want to win. We tried to recover all the points that we lost, but unfortunately we got these starting penalty. Oh no, we got these starting penalty for exceeding track limit. We need to pull away quickly as we can. Carlos are finding the man who replaces him from the Ferrari. Carlos now up to P11. Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Pellet, and don't want to. I like to be the one fighting each other for that P6, but I have now got 3 starting penalty, which is not good. I need to be, mindful now, because I'm clearly getting impatient about everything. I'm trying to push it, but I'm pushing it too much. So I need to be careful, and that could cost my victory. We're going to find out how we can do and try to pull away as I'm trying to get the overtake on Lance. No, we don't do an overtake on Lance. No, surprising him, he's literally doing the same thing Sean Russell was doing, where he didn't need a chance to overtake him very easily. And I'm just going to thank Lance for doing what you're doing. I'm going to try to pull away now. But this lead on the line, we need to be careful how we approach the situation, and to try to pull away as quickly as we can. We need to make sure Slow is fighting Land or not. That will help our chance to support these starting right now. But Land Slow, who did have the fastest lap before, he's doing really well so far. I think now caught up to her. He's going to try to pull a move on me, but we're obviously not giving up that easily. He has not got close enough. But there's a chance now. Going to lap 31 slow. Have pulled over to the right side. We are braking really late. 40 mile rate again, and we overtake Slow for the lead, with Slow now fighting with Loud another side by side. Loud another is going to make Slow become a nightmare. Looks like he will land, or he now gone through and taking the starting place. He's now more likely to have a chance and win for the Italian long plan, which is not just. It must be second penalty. He's going to hand everything over to land another land low and up the PS. And will be falling down to P4, maybe P5, depending on what's happening when we get to the end of this long plan. We need to pull away and to try and maximise the result. But at the end of the day, as long I finished ahead of Hamilton with a big point margin, I have no problem, because we are catching up in that sort of a way, and catch up the Hamilton, which is positive for us. But we now halfway doing lap 34, land another, it's getting close to Piastri, it's not getting close to the land lot, and he's now going to fight Max Verstappen for that P4. Max Verstappen is now coming back though, and he's going to try and get that P4 finish, which will be a good finish of the season for Max Verstappen, to try to do something on that one, as he pulled on the left and don't do overtaken up the Piastri. Matt is now up to P4, launch lower. It's still chasing down, land another. It's still chasing down Matt. It's not going to catch up, I don't think so. But there's the thing. We'll be finishing behind up the Piastri. It's pretty much confirmed there's a chance I can finish behind Piastri. This lap is the lap that I need to put so hard and try to hold on to the podium spot, that I want to get that podium. I've not had it in about 3 days with so much, but I need to be careful how I do everything right now, and to try to pull away as quickly as I can to this cleaning of schedule right now. We are getting this feeling of tension with Landonado, who's breathing pressure behind me, and I'm feeling the pressure from Landonado. I'm not trying to get slow though, because I know if slow goes low, he's going to get his victory, and he has not had a victory actually on one reason one who stopped that from happening with Lando Norris. It now joins Tom low and he got the chance to overtake me and a tour's problem, but it looks like he's not doing anything. He's staying right behind my dear boy. It looks like he's not overtaking me because he knew he will win anyway, as I am going to talk the line to win the talent of long plan with Lando Norris doing some win it for sure.
Another great victory to add to the list. Cool, calm, and consistent does it.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance.
And another win, the talent at long point we slow start to match the PS before me down in 5th. George Russell P10. I know me and George are going to have a discussion. We are pissed off with each other. Lando Norris is now in the lead of the championship, overtaking Hamilton with me a 35 points behind Lando Norris. That is unfortunate, but at least not too far back. Anyway, McLaren is now taking the lead of construction with 6 points lead ahead of the Mercedes. So we can take something, a positive from this. We know we got the pace to do something, but it's about being calm and try to tell us that I'm clearly feeling really, restless about at the moment, but what happened to me and George Russell, we're not sure. So hopefully we do something better. We're going to the next long point, which is to be in Spain. So hopefully we do a really good job there. So then if you're watching, please like and just like my video, do my very appreciate it, and peace out.